Mayday to you out there, guys. It's week 8 in the NFL, and I'm so excited because it's hump week for the NFL. We've got only 8 more weeks left in the NFL play. We've got the bye weeks to get to 17 weeks total. But listen, there's going to be some good games this week, and I'm excited. Last week I was 8-6. Respectable, 57%. Better than being 6-8. Had a couple games pop through and had a couple losers that I really didn't care for. But anyway, good news this week, guys. We've got a special guest we're going to have on the phone today, and he's going to give us an opinion of a game that many of you may have an interest in. So stick around. We're going to be back with TD Mayday's picks here in a minute. Here we go, leading off the week. Thursday night game tonight, October 29th at 8:20. Can be seen on Fox, can be seen on the NFL Network, and on Amazon. We got the Falcons traveling to Carolina. Carolina -2, guys. Over and under 51. I like Carolina. I don't think the Falcons are a good football team. Carolina at home. I'm taking them. I'm laying the 2. 51 points. Not going to touch it. Moving on to Sunday, November 1st. Time change also. Remember, if you didn't change, you got to change your clocks back Saturday night. Take it back an hour at, 2 a.m. I guess that'd be Sunday morning. Anyway, at 1 p.m. on CBS, Pittsburgh travels to Baltimore. Big division game. Pittsburgh undefeated. Baltimore with only 1 loss. Baltimore's laying 3.5 at home. Guess what? The over and under is 46.5. And I do like Baltimore minus the 3.5. And the 46.5, not going to touch it. Moving on at 1 o'clock on Fox, we've got the LA Rams going to the Miami Dolphins. The Rams on the road, laying 3.5. Don't understand this team. Dolphins playing very good football. 46 is your over. I'm taking the Dolphins, getting the 3.5. The over and under, not going to touch it. Moving on. 1 p.m., we've got the New York Jets going to Kansas City. Kansas City, guys, minus 19.5 in this game. 48.5 is your over-under. And like I promised you, we've got a special caller we're going to call into right now and get his opinion. I think you're going to like this one. So let's get him on the air. So that's right, we've got Coach Lou Holtz, one of my all-time favorite coach. And we've got him down in Lake Nona, Florida for his comment since he used to coach the New York Jets. And I'd like to get his opinion. Coach, are you there down in Lake Nona?
Hey, listen, keep your voice down. Listen, I'm not at Lake Nona. I'm at Augusta National.
You're at Augusta National. Coach, that tournament doesn't start until November 12th. That's like 14 days away. Excuse me, Coach.
Hey, listen, I know it doesn't start, but I tell you what, I want to get in here early. I got a little spot over here on Amen Corner. You don't know what this COVID deal is going to be like. You don't know if they're going to let 100,000 people in this place. I wanted to be here early and have my spot. I got a little tent here at night. And
do they even know you're there, Coach?
That's the thing. That's the thing. That's why I told you to keep your voice down. Yes, I'm trying. I'm cooking a hot dog right now on the stove on this Coleman propane.
Well, listen, Coach, anyway. Know you were the coach of the Jets back in, 76. I said I'd like to have your opinion. The Jets are traveling right now to the Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl champions, and they're getting 19.5 points.
Who the heck would give the Jets 19 points any NFL team? That's just ridiculous. Hey, look, the Jets are a good team. They're a really good team.
Coach, they're 0-7.
They're the best 0-7 team in the league.
Coach, they're the only 0-7 team in the league.
Hey, listen, I tell you what, the Jets are going to win the game. I guarantee it.
Coach, that's a statement made by one of your ex-players, Joe Namath, back at Super Bowl III.
He never had any trademark on that saying, so I'm allowed to say it too.
That's okay. So you think the Jets are going to win the game straight up at Kansas City?
Yeah, that's what I said. Are you doubt? Listen, you're not listening. You're just not listening to me. And I tell you something. One of the problems with the Jets, they just don't have enough Notre Dame players. When I was at Notre Dame, we had to win.
Well, Coach, I appreciate that, and we'd like to talk a little Notre Dame football with you sometime or another later on in the season. But right now, got to get back to the TD Mayday pick specials, and we thank you from, I guess Augusta National, and watch out for those golf balls in the morning.
Yeah, I do. Those golfers are up early and they're smacking golf around really close to my tent. But hey, listen, I don't care. I'm going to get the best spot at Augusta that anyone's ever seen. I'm thinking about climbing up this tree and just sitting in there with some binoculars. I'll be able to see all the action.
Okay, Coach. Well, thanks a lot for your opinion, and hope to have you back on the show again sometime. Well, guys, you heard it there from the coach himself, one of the greatest and all-time greatest coaches. My favorite coach of all time, certainly. You got to check out his coaching tree. He got a lot of good coaches. Pete Carroll, just to name a few. Urban Meyer. Anyway, let's get back to the picks. Coach likes the Jets to win the game. I think that's a long shot, and if that would come through, oh my God, if that would come through, I'd have to rethink how football games are played or refereed. Anyway, 19.5 is too many points for any pro team. You hear me every week say the Jets stink, but guess what? I'm taking the Jets. Over and under 48.5. Don't care to take it or touch it. Moving on, 1 o'clock on Fox. Minnesota's traveling to Green Bay. Green Bay -7. Green Bay's hot, guys. Minnesota, man, I can't figure that team out. This is a week where they might go into Green Bay and upset them. Laying the 7 points in a rivalry game. I'm going to do it. Guys, I'm taking Green Bay. 51.5 your over and under. And that game, I'm gonna actually take the under in that game. 51.5. I think that's just a couple too many points to go and lay or score. Anyway, moving on. 1 p.m. CBS. The Colts are at the Detroit Lions. The Lions with a crazy finish to last week's game in Atlanta. Only Atlanta and a few other teams could do what they did last week and blow that game. If you didn't see it, check it out. Look for it, the ending to that game. So we've got the Colts at the Lions. The Colts are laying 2.5. And guess what? I like the Lions at home, getting the 2.5. Let's go 50.5 is the over-under. Let's take the over in that game, guys. I like it. Up and over. A lot of these over and unders really bite me on the butt. But we go to the next game, which is my game. The Las Vegas Raiders traveling to the Cleveland Browns. Browns, home favorite, 2.5. 51's your over and under. Guess what? I like the Browns. I do. At home, I know they lost Odell Beckham. A lot of people that are Cleveland fans say that might be a good thing. We're going to find out. It's never a good thing to lose a star player, but in Cleveland, things don't always go as planned. So we'll see if it was a good thing to lose a star player. Moving on, 1 o'clock, CBS. Tennessee Titans travel to the Bengals. The Bayou Bengals are going to be playing at home 2 weeks in a row. They don't have a defense. They got no offensive line. Joe Burrow does it all himself. It's not going to be enough against the Tennessee Titans, who actually blew a chance at a tie at home last week against the Steelers. lay the 5.5, take the Titans. 54's your over and under, not going to touch it. Moving on, 1 p.m. on CBS. New England's at Buffalo. Buffalo minus 3.5. Your over and under's 42. I like Buffalo in that game. New England, they didn't show me anything last week. In fact, that's the worst beating I think Belichick's ever had at home. So take the Bills minus the 3.5. Moving on, 4:05 p.m. on CBS. The LA Chargers, the Bolts, who were my steam team last week, and they covered. They're laying 3 at the Denver Broncos, and I like them. Division game, I like them. I think they're a quarterback. They've got something there with Herbert. And 44.5's your over and under. Not going to touch it. Moving on, 4:25 p.m. on Fox. We've got the Niners traveling up to the Seahawks. Seahawks at home, minus 3. Gotta love them. I love the Seahawks minus 3 in this game. They just got beat in a game they shouldn't have gotten beat at the Cardinals, whom I had the Cardinals in that game last week. 54's your over and under. Not going to touch it. Just going to lay the 3 with Seattle. Moving on, 4:25 on Fox. New Orleans at Chicago. Two teams that they're hard to figure out. New Orleans is minus 4 on the road at Chicago. I'm taking the points. The Bears, that team, I just got a feeling about that team getting the 4. 43.5's your over and under. Not going to touch it. Moving on to Sunday night, 8:20 p.m. on NBC. There's no line on this game. It looks like 2 high school teams are playing, but you got the Dallas Cowboys going to the Philadelphia Eagles. Come on, guys. This game should just be a pick. I mean, flip a coin. If I had to pick, I would take the Eagles. I think Dallas is really caved. They're in a lot of trouble. Moving on, Monday night, November 2nd, 8:15 p.m. on ESPN. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers travel to the New York Giants. Giants, hey, playing respectable ball. They're not getting blown out of games, and they're hanging in there and stuff. Getting 10 at home. This is crazy, guys. But I'm going to take the Giants getting 10 at home against the Patriots. Tom Brady's quarterbacking. Against the Buccaneers. 46 is your over and under. I'm actually going to say there's going to be hardly any scoring in this game. Let's take the under in that game. Let's take the under. So there you have it. Now, the lock special that I'm going to give you guys. My locks every week have been hitting. They're like butter, baby. They're smooth. They're good. So anyway, let's take on my lock who I like. I like the Miami Dolphins this week for my lock, getting 3.5 against the LA Rams. And those are your Week 8 picks from TD Mayday. Glad to have Lou Holtz join us over the telephone, and glad to have you guys join me. Listen, I do these picks every week along with a couple of other things I do on my channel, some cooking, some fishing, and some just reviews of some things. I would love to have you subscribe if you're not subscribed. And for all you subscribers, man, I love you guys. So let's root on our teams this week. I hope that you guys do good, and I hope that I do good. But until next week, week 9, Mayday is out of here.